Go as LordShaedow on the mic. I play to win, never to lose. In the contest of champions, I'm the one they choose. Swipe, my moves are slick. Dexterity more heavily, I dodge quick. Class champ, I'm the master of the game. Cosmic science, skill tech mutant, I claim. Arena and chill grind, that's how I roll. No stress, no drama, just on patrol. The fight, I'm swift, my tactics excite. LordShaedow's in the arena, ready to ignite. From the streets to the screen, my skills are renowned. In the world of Marvel, I'm the king crown, so listen up. Here's the story of the champ, LordShaedow's the name. I'm the grind track fan.
Hey everyone, Shadow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Deathless King Groot. Now, previously, I have mentioned that he was my least favorite of all the Deathless champions, but he honestly put in some good work when I used him in the Necropolis. So we're going to look at his kit and see a little bit about what he can do. So here are his synergies. Okay, while the opponent is suffering from Incinerator Poison, he's going to gain 15% combat power rate. That's the rate that he gains power from hits. And I think being hit as well. And that's with just OG King Groot, who I'm still not a fan of. All right, now with Deathless Vision, for every Deathless champion on the team, he's going to start with one additional personal fury. Now, let me tell you why that is nice. I run the recoil masteries, Liquid Courage and Double Edge. One of his furies is always eaten up by one of my debuffs. So I don't start with the same as you would if you weren't running them. But with this synergy, I do. And that actually makes a difference because he needs, I believe, 3. So he can put them permanent armor breaks. But we'll get to that. All right. Then you got Thanos. He gains an Undermine buff during special attacks. What does that do? While active, attacks cannot be blocked via auto block. So that counters auto block while he has Thanos. Okay, and then you have all of these here. For each unique synergy champion on the team, they gain 1% attack rating and 9 critical damage rating. All right, let's take a look at his tags real quick here. Okay, see all of that. All right. His signature ability allows him to gain Incinerate duration based on how long the fight has gone. Okay, so the longer the fight, the longer his Incinerates will last, up to, let me see, max bonus after 100 seconds. When Malice enters cooldown, gain a regeneration buff. Okay, if you're familiar with OG King Groot, you'll know that he gets a regeneration buff as well. He alternates. Okay, he's immune to bleed, power drain, and power burn effects. Unless otherwise stated, personal fury buffs each provide 828 attack rating, and they last for 14 seconds. Now, it's in green, so I think it goes up with his sig. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. When he's inflicted with a debuff, and I mentioned this earlier, spend 1 personal fury buff to remove the effect after 0.5 seconds. When a personal fury buff is spent, gain an indefinite ignition buff. Does nothing. It's fuel. All right. Now, here's the Malice that, we referenced earlier. He starts the fight with a Malice passive, which grants 3 fury buffs each time it activates. It lasts as long as at least 1 personal fury buff is active. While Malice is active, gain up to 100% fury buff potency based on how long the fight has gone on. Again, max bonus after 100 seconds. So what you need to know there is that he gets more powerful as the fight goes on. When Malice ends, it goes on cooldown for 12 seconds. While Malice is on cooldown, any attack that makes contact from either champion has a 30% chance to grant a Fury charge. When cooldown ends, gain 1 Fury buff for each charge and re-enter Malice. So when it goes on cooldown, you want to hit him as often as you can, because then when you go off cooldown, you're going to get Furies based on how many times you hit them, if you get that charge. So you have a 30% charge, 30% chance rather, to grant a charge. So as many charges as you build up while it's on cooldown, you're going to get Furies. When the opponent evades, autoblocks, or causes an attack to miss, gain 2 Fury charges. You want as many Fury charges as you can get, okay? Heavy attacks deal a burst of energy damage. The damage is doubled while the opponent is incinerated. It also pauses all incinerates and armor break debuffs on the opponent for 3 seconds. So after you get an incinerate on them, hit them with a heavy attack, and you can keep it up for much longer. When you're in Malice, you're going to spend 1 Fury buff to instead pause for 6 seconds. That's when you have Malice active. And here are his special attacks. So the special attack 1 gives an armor break, okay, for 15 seconds. Each hit of the heavy. There are 3 hits, okay? The armor breaks also reduce energy resistance by 8%. Now, if he's in Malice, he's going to spend 1 Fury to make the armor break indefinite. That's what you want. If you have, like I said, I think it's 3, you will have indefinite armor breaks, and you want those, okay? The more armor breaks, the more damage. Then you got his big money maker, the special attack 2. Each infernal breath hit deals a burst of energy damage. It's doubled against hero champions of the tech class. The final hit inflicts an incinerate debuff, which deals energy damage over 10 seconds. Okay, when this incinerate triggers, consume all ignition buffs. Remember, we mentioned the ignition buffs were just fuel. Here's where they get consumed. Consume all ignition buffs to increase its potency by 30% for each buff consumed. That means that your special 2, if you have a lot of ignition buffs, is going to hit really hard. I mean, really hard. And then if you're in Malice, you're going to spend 1 Fury buff to double the incinerate's duration. Crazy. Special 3 is how he gets a regeneration buff that will heal him over 3 seconds, and it's pretty good. It is pretty good. And if he's in Malice, spend 1 Fury to increase the regeneration buff's duration by 50%. All right, so I have to say, I like him a bit more now than I did before I used him in the Necropolis. Now, my ranking of the Deathless champions was Thanos, She-Hulk, Guillotine, Vision, and then King Groot. But King Groot probably is gonna be above Vision for me. I may have to bump Vision down, and it's not by that much because they're both kind of around the same. But if you do this right, you know, build up your armor breaks and then fire that special 2 when you have all those Furies, you're going to do a lot of damage, okay? And this is great for longer fights, which is probably why he's not my top choice, because I really don't like long fights, and that's where he does best. So that is King Groot. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about King Groot. How do you like him compared to Vision? I know some have taken him up to rank 3. And he's the only Deathless champion that I have right now at rank 1. And I'm going to take him to rank 2. All right. Take care. And you all have a blessed day.
Arena and chill grind, that's how we roll. No stress, no drama, just on patrol. In the fight, he's swift, his tactics be tight. LordShaedow's in the arena, ready to ignite. From the streets to the screen, his skills be renowned. In the world of Marvel, Lord the King crown.